What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with the Week 21 minor league recap. It's playoff time. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's playoff baseball for the minor leagues. I think we caught the final game of the minor league season, so there's a couple players on this recap that might not be in the playoffs right now. The majority of them are. Gonna be a little weirder recap because, again, there's only so many teams that make the playoffs in the minor leagues. So we're gonna see a lot of players from the same teams potentially throughout the playoffs. So just be aware of that. But we're going to jump into it pretty quick here. We don't have that many players to cover, to be honest. AAA is loaded and stacked. I will say that now. AAA season lasts a little bit longer than everyone else's. So we have a lot of players to cover in AAA, but pretty slim on the other divisions. Before we jump into this video, as always, if you guys like these recaps, want me to keep making them, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of the recap this week and who your favorite player was, and if I forgot anyone. The date range is from September 19th to September 25th, so let me know if I forgot anybody. Drop their name and stat line down below for anyone that balled out from that time period. Let's do it. First player up in low A baseball, Luis Matos has been doing it all year long. I don't know why he's still in low A. No doubt about that one. Luis Matos this week only played 3 games. Again, we're going to see some lower amount of games since it is playoff time. Only 3 games this week. Hit 300 with a 333 batting average, 933 OPS. He had a home run. He had 3 hits in 3 games. Had 2 RBIs and walked 1. So next player in low A, Grant McCray, teammate of Luis Matos, crushes this baseball. Another no-doubter. Grant McCray this week over 4 games, 273 batting average, but he had a 429 on base percentage and a 1065 OPS. He had a home run. He had a double. He had 3 hits in 4 games. He walked twice on top of that. Got beaned once. Solid week for Grant McCray, and y'all gonna hate me because the next player up, our MVP for the week, is from the same team. That San Jose Giants rake this week. I'm not even a Giants fan. I just really like this team, to be honest, and they just have a lot of players that rake. So all 3 players this week from the San Jose Giants. Patrick Bailey crushed that ball. Patrick Bailey this week over 3 games as Grant McCray and Luis Matos, because they're all teammates. Hit 400 with a 500 on base percentage, 1600 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had a double. He had 4 hits in 3 games. He had 4 RBIs, 2 walks. 1 was intentional. Solid week. Definitely helping that San Jose Giants produce a ton of runs right now. Moving into high A baseball, AJ Vukovich leads us off. He only played 1 game, and again, it's going to be a weirder recap, you guys. He only played 1 game, but he went 2 for 4. He had a solo home run, and he stole a base. I just wanted to mention there. He's been playing really well since he got moved to high A, honestly. Like, he's been playing awesome. I wish there was a better camera angle of this home run. Marco Luciano just demolished this baseball. Look at this pimp job. He's still staring it down. He's walking. He's staring it down. He just tossed that bat like 15 feet in the air. Marco Luciano this week, who has had a tough time adjusting to high A, did not have a tough time adjusting this week in the playoffs. 5 games this week, 368 batting average, 400 on base percentage, 1084 OPS. He had a home run, a triple, a double. He had 7 hits in 5 games. He walked once on top of that. He was a home run away from the cycle in one of the games. Dude's a stud. Ceiling's incredible. When he's hot, he's ridiculous. Cannot wait to see how he progresses. Nick Gonzalez is our MVP, and he hit this ball to the moon. This ball was hit so far, outfielders didn't even have to budge. That ball went out of the stadium. It hit on top of that building. Yeah, that ball was crushed. Nick Gonzalez this week over 4 games, 267 batting average, but he had a 389 on base percentage, 1122 OPS, and that's why he's our MVP. He had 2 home runs. He had a double. He had 4 hits in 4 games. He walked 3 times on top of that. He had 4 RBIs in 4 games. Yeah, a lot of people don't care about RBIs when you're looking at prospects, but I actually like RBIs, especially when it comes to playoffs. Like playoff baseball, do you have that clutch gene? RBIs are important in the playoffs. That's how you win games. Moving into AA, and again, we're leading off with Miguel Vargas here. Only played 1 game this week, but he went 1 for 2 with a home run. He had that 1 RBI, was just a solo shot. Figure is worth mentioning. Dude's finishing off his season incredibly. He has been so good all year. Next player up, Gunnar Henderson. Over 4 games this week at AA. 357 batting average, 400 on base percentage, 971 OPS. He had a home run. He had 5 hits in 4 games. He walked once on top of that. This is a player that has struggled at the AA level a little bit. He honestly didn't do that great at high A either, but it's nice to see him stepping up in a big way, hitting his first AA home run in the postseason. He did it. Xavier Edwards hits his first home run of 2021, and it's in grand fashion. Absolute smoke show by Xavier Edwards. He's so hot right now. Over 4 games this week, Xavier Edwards hit 500 with a 579 on base percentage, 1266 OPS. He had that 1 home run, which is a grand slam, so he had 5 RBIs. He had 8 hits in 4 games. He walked 3 times on top of that. This dude is awesome. He is a dream leadoff hitter for an organization. He won MVP last week in AA, does it again this week. I think he hit 474 last week, hit 500 this week. This is just what he can do. I'm not saying he's ever going to hit 400, but I could easily see him hitting like easily over 300 every single year in the MLB, maybe even like 320. Like the dude can hit. All right, now we're jumping into AAA. Just look how many people we have to cover. I'm going to try to go quick. Everyone. Leading us off in AAA, Oswald Peraza gets the call to AAA for the postseason. Laser beam. I didn't think that was getting out. It looked like he took it off the end of the bat. Just got some pop. Oswald Peraza this week over 4 games, 385 batting average, 385 on base percentage, so no walks, but he had 1,000 OPS, he had a home run, he had 5 hits in 4 games, that 1 RBI on that solo shot, he stole 2 bases. Oswald Peraza is a good player. He is an awesome little prospect for the Yankees. I don't know if he's going to have a future with the Yankees, honestly. I feel like he's better off. I think the Yankees are better off trading him. You never know. He might end up replacing Glaber or something if Glaber can't figure it out, but I don't know. I think he's great trade bait. Next up, Drew Waders gets all of this one. Beautiful home run, by the way. His swing is so short. I love it. I will say, that barely got out, and he pimped the crap out of it. I kind of wish it would have hit the top of the wall, but hey, it got out. Drew Waders over 5 games this week, 400 batting average, 400 on base percentage, so no walks, 1,000 OPS, so same OPS as Oswald Peraza. Neither of them walked. He had a home run, he had a double, he had 8 hits in 5 games. He had that 1 RBI from the solo shot. He stole 2 bases. Drew Waders is a player that is a difference maker, especially when he's hot. I'm curious to see if we see him in the postseason at all with the Braves. I'm very curious to see if we see him there. MJ Melendez, I don't know. He hit homer number 40 and 41 this week. Cannot believe it. This dude hit 163 last year. So awesome. Melendez this week over 5 games, 400 batting average, 429 on base percentage, 1079 OPS. He had a home run. He had 2 doubles, 8 hits in 5 games. He walked once on top of that. The dude can play. He figured out something that works with his swing, that really works with his swing. Again, his batting average is not bad this year. He's hitting like 280. He's hitting 284 with 41 home runs and a 1011 OPS. Awesome year from MJ Melendez. Adley Rutschman, Oppo Taco. This dude is so special. The Orioles need to get him some at-bats before the end of the year. They're not going to do it, and it makes me sad, but they need to. Adley Rutschman over 5 games this week, 368 batting average, 455 on base percentage, 1139 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had 7 hits in 5 games. He had 5 RBIs. He walked 3 times. The dude can straight up rake. He is such a good hitter. Love everything about Adley. He's a good defender, too. There's a reason why he's the #1 prospect in baseball. Josh Jung is the real deal. This dude is the future 3-hole hitter for the Texas Rangers, and their organization is stacked. In like 6 years, Josh Jung might be an MVP candidate for a really good team. Like maybe even shorter term than that. Like the Rangers are going to be good here in just a couple years, and he's going to be the guy. A crazy prediction, but like realistically, I feel like it's going to take like at least 4 years for the Rangers to be really good again. But I really like their farm system, and Josh Jung's the best one they got offensively. Over 6 games this week, he keeps on hitting. The dude straight up rakes. 440 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1140 OPS. He had a home run. He had 2 doubles, 11 hits in 6 games, 6 RBIs, 3 walks. What can't this dude do offensively? He is so good. He's going to be their number 3-hole hitter for the next decade and a half, hopefully. I think there's a bright future with Josh Jung. He is one of my favorite prospects, and he has jumped up my board quickly this year. When we talk future 3-hole hitters, I think Bobby Witt Jr. fits that category. I actually think Bobby Witt Jr. fits like a 2-hole even better, but he deserves to be number 3 because he's going to be the best hitter on that Royals team. I don't only say that because Bobby Witt has some speed, and 3-hole hitters usually don't steal a lot, but with how much power Bobby Witt has, he should be the 3-hole hitter at some point in his career. Over 4 games this week, 471 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1206 OPS. He had a home run, a double, 8 hits in 4 games, 2 RBIs. He had a walk, stole 3 bases on top of that. Absolutely love Bobby Witt Jr. Who knows? Maybe he'll even hit leadoff for the Royals just so they get him more at bats. Angels did that with Mike Trout for a long time. If there's a minor league team that scored more runs this year than Omaha, I will be absolutely shocked because Nick Prado is our 3rd player on this week's recap. And I feel like I've had multiple videos this year with Prado, Melendez, and Witt on them. It's ridiculous. Nick Pratto this week over 4 games, 357 batting average, 353 on base percentage, so lower on base percentage than batting average. Always rare when we see that. 1282 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 5 hits in 4 games. He walked once. Dude's a power hitter. He can hit and he can hit home runs. He's only 22 years old as well, so he's not old. The first round pick for 2017 is looking like a promising little prospect over there. The Royals might be scary good if those 3 players can pan out at the major league level. Bryson Stott getting his first bit of action at AAA murks this baseball. This ball was destroyed. Bryson Stott this week over 4 games, 455 batting average, 600 on base percentage, 1327 OPS. He had a home run. He had 5 hits in 4 games. He walked 4 times on top of that. He had 2 RBIs. Bryson Stott's been so good this year. He's 23. I wish he was a little bit younger, but that first round pick back in 2019 is looking really solid for the Phillies. I would love for him to get at bats this year before the season ends, but it's just not going to happen. The Phillies have a series against the Braves that's going to determine who makes the playoffs in that division, so I doubt they're going to risk any at bats to a rookie at this point that hasn't seen any major league at bats, but I wish he would have got some at bats. Spencer Torkelson. When Torkelson's hitting Oppo tacos, it's game over. It's game over. You can't get out. Torque this week over 4 games, 333 batting average, a casual 412 on base percentage, and a 1345 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 5 hits in 4 games, 2 walks on top of that. He only struck out 3 times in 17 plate appearances, which I think is big. When he's striking out, he's usually not hitting great. When he's not striking out, he's usually hitting awesome. So, really good week for Torque. Estevan Florio has been turning it on at the end of this minor league season this year. He's been so red hot lately. Laser beam. Florio this week over 3 games, 444 batting average, 545 on base percentage, 1657 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 4 hits in 3 games. He had 2 RBIs on top of that, got beaned twice and stole a base. Florio's only 23. He's still young. The Yankees definitely will find a position for him if he can keep playing well. And our MVP this week in AAA, O'Neal Cruz, getting his first bit of action in AAA for the postseason, just destroys this baseball. His swing is so pretty, you would never think he's 6'7". O'Neal Cruz this week over 4 games, 429 batting average, 579 on base percentage, 1650 OPS. He had 3 home runs. He had 6 hits in 4 games. He had 5 walks in 4 games. He stole a base. I gave him MVP over Florio just because he played in 1 extra game and did just as well. I think if their OPSs were within 10 points of each other. O'Neal Cruz rakes. You never would think he's 6'7" with his swing. That big frame provides so much power. I cannot wait to see him next year at the MLB level. He has to come up next year. There's no way they don't bring him up. He's only 22, so he's going to debut at 23 years old. Cannot wait. All right, that's going to do it for our Week 21 minor league recap. Postseason baseball in the minor leagues has been fun. I've been following it. There's been some good games and a lot of top performers, especially in AAA. Just completely nuts. When I was going through it, I went through this morning actually and was like, crap, I need to catch up with everything that happened this week. I was shocked how many home runs were hit in AAA. Just crazy amount of AAA home runs in the postseason so far. But yeah, that was a fun little recap. So as always, if you guys like these minor league recaps, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if I forgot anyone in the comments below. Drop their name and stat line from September 19th to September 25th in the comments below. So me and whoever's watching this video can check it out and see who played well also. Yeah, everybody, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. You have a great rest of your day. See ya!